us, bound by this body.
Games of many kinds will start to emerge for us to play in 2023, including shooters, role-playing games, open-world exploration games, and what this list is all about: psychological horror games that will scare the living crap out of you. Here's a list of some expected upcoming psychological horror games for 2023. Additionally, if you're new to my channel and if you enjoy watching gaming news content, then consider joining our brand new channel to support me in achieving my second goal of 1,000 subscribers. Okay then, let's start. Number 10, Silent Hill F. Silent Hill F, an entirely new game with an intriguingly distinct scenario, was quietly unveiled by Konami during its massive Silent Hill 2 event, which was jam-packed with nostalgic news. A whole new story set in 1960s Japan, with a beautiful yet terrible environment, says the official description of Silent Hill F. Unfortunately, other from what's in the trailer, we don't know much more. Number 9, Negative Atmosphere. In the third-person, over-the-shoulder psychological horror game Negative Atmosphere, the focus is primarily on surviving. As Samuel Edwards explores the interior of the starship Rusinov with the help of his former crewmates, players will take control of Edward. He must now gather whatever resources he can from the depths of this god-forsaken ship and flee while also battling and killing his crewmates because a horrible virus has broken out and infected his comrades. When this survival game launches somewhere in 2023, it will be well worth the wait since the atmosphere is everything. It is full of fear, anxiety, and agony. Number 8, Slitterhead. This game, which is being created by one of the Silent Hill studio heads, is anticipated to be a huge success. Although not much is known about this game now, and it won't be released for at least another year, Keiichiro Toyama is working on it, so it should be exciting. Based on the clip, we can anticipate a scary environment and some seriously unsettling villains in this next psychological horror game. What is certain is that the story will center on a swarm of parasites that seek to infect everything, and it will be up to one chosen protagonist to once again rescue the day. Number 7, Layers of Fear. Layers of Fear, a series of psychological and hallucinogenic horror games, is getting another go from Bloober Team. In early 2023, Layers of Fears, which was formally unveiled at Summer Game Fest on Thursday, will be available for PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series X. The developers say Layers of Fears is built upon the foundations of the original Layers of Fear, Inheritance, and Layers of Fear 2. The teaser suggests that it has that familiar spooky atmosphere. The plot will develop over several generations, rather than centering on a single individual.
An empty shell cannot live forever. It cannot live at all.
Number 6, The Outlast Trials. Red Barrels is creating and releasing The Outlast Trials, a first-person psychological horror survival game. Although it will be the third game in the Outlast series, this one will act as a prequel to the first and second games. Either alone or in a group of up to 4 players, players must survive the cruel, sadistic, and weird experiments of the Murkoff Corporation. There is no official release date as of yet, but according to rumors, it will arrive on PC in Q1 of 2023. Judging by the teaser, it appears to be a beautifully dark game.
Establishment of guild.
Look at that.
Number 5, Ad Infinitum. Another survival horror game, but this one is more concerned with a family drama that takes place in a fantastical World War I scenario. Players will command a German soldier forced to struggle for their mental stability in the brutal battlefields of the Great War. As they make their way around the battlefield, the protagonist, who is haunted by his experiences, will encounter terrifying creatures, death traps, bizarre mysteries, and his own internal struggles. Even though Ad Infinitum won't be available until April 2023, it is already creating quite a buzz in the gaming community, so be sure to take note of it. Number 4, Wrongdus. A new open-world horror game called Wrongdus is described as having both a cinematic plot and psychological horror aspects. The trailer created a lot of interest with fans when it was unveiled at the Golden Joystick Awards last year, and it has continued to gain momentum ever since. The game is set in a small town, and the player is required to explore every inch of this seemingly deserted location in order to find secrets. Battle some of the people who have gone insane and confront hidden creatures. This could end up being among the top and most unexpected psychological horror games of 2023. Number 3. Silent Hill 2 Remake. Konami has recently announced that Polish studio Bloober Team, the creator of horror games like Layers of Fear and The Medium, is presently working on the Silent Hill 2 remake, confirming multiple sets of rumors about the Silent Hill series. The development team also mentioned that they were attempting to maintain the original plot while offering fresh ways for players to become even more immersed in this terrifying virtual environment. An over-the-shoulder camera is one method they use to accomplish this. Both experienced and new gamers will have the opportunity to assume the role of James Sunderland, who travels to the town of Silent Hill in the hopes that his presumed dead wife is still alive.
I know what you are.
Number 2. Alan Wake 2. We're all curious as to why Alan Wake 2 took 13 years to develop and will be released in 2023, 13 years after the first game. Let's hope the sequel lives up to the great praise the first received for its survival elements, captivating and terrifying tale and visuals. The sequel to Alan Wake should be more impressive, frightening, and exciting than the first chapter and aim to keep you wondering in every step. Another huge plus is that this sequel is also a straight-up horror, whereas the original one wasn't. We can only hope that it meets up to the extremely high standards that have been set for it.
And monsters wear many faces.
Number 1. Dead Space Remake. Dead Space is the most recognizable psychological horror video games of all time. This remake, which is of the first game in that incredibly well-regarded series, is already sounding like a true gem. The main character of the game, Engineer Isaac Clarke, is a crewman on a ship when it is unexpectedly assaulted by mutated human corpses. The scenario takes place in the 26th century and follows Isaac Clarke as he navigates the ship. While facing off against these dreadful monsters and discovering the ship's mysteries, Isaac will need to protect his other crew members. Okay guys, now this concludes our list of upcoming psychological horror games of 2023. Hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.